One of these paintings here, and these are some of my abstract pieces. This series that I'm doing of abstract ones. I'm trying to find the right adjustment for this camera because it's these canvases are quite big, so I'm trying to find a way to make it all fit. And I think this is about as good as I can do. Let's see, can you see that edge? Yeah, you could almost see that edge. I'm good on a cookie, thank you. Let's see, maybe if we rotate it a little bit, we could probably fit it in just right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so welcome everybody. We're going to be continuing on this painting series of, I call it mindfulless art. It's not mindful, and not mindless. It's somewhere in between.
Alexa, what time is it?
Mindful and mindless.
It's 6:48 p.m.
But we're gonna get started here. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Bring our supplies together. And I hope you're all doing very wonderfully today. It has been quite an adventure for us in the United States. And here we go. So this series is a 24 by 36 series that I'm doing, larger paintings. And I seem to be doing them later at night. Today I had to, but you know, I'm setting this goal of trying to do one painting a day for at least 8 days in a row. One of these a day for 8 days. So we'll see how that goes. Still working on that. I've done, this will be day 2 in a row. I'll see, there will probably be limitations along the way, but with this painting, I want to try to focus on, I try to keep it to like maybe 4 or 5 brushes. 4 or 5 brushes for these bigger paintings. So I'm going to use these 2 filberts. A nice cookie. Hey, Scout, get off. And let's see. And I think, as always, this will be a good little set here. So I've got one really big brush and 3 smaller brushes, and that's how we're going to prepare this canvas. And here we go.
Investigate.
So I'm thinking how I'm going to prepare this. I'm going to lay down lots of paint first. Definitely throw down some black. Thinking about starting with just a black line or whatever it is that comes to my mind. Raymond, what's good? Hey, doing all right. Thanks for asking. How are you? What's good with you? Gonna lay down this ultramarine blue right here. Oh, the Epic Adventures. Wow, this is the place. What's my best painting? What's my best painting? Hard to say. I think all my paintings are my best paintings. No, just kidding. I don't know. I think I really like my self-portraits. I really like my self-portraits and some of my other paintings that I do live. I would love to show them right now, but some of my paintings are still wet and like stacked on top of each other, so it's really difficult to separate them, and they're getting really big, so I have to like reorganize everything. So I can't do it right now, but I could show you a couple of older paintings if I can pull it. Let's see, what's a painting I can show? It's a painting I can show. Well, let me just share this fun piece. I actually really like this piece and how it's turning out. I've been painting for a little over a year, but this is an abstract piece. But the reason why I like this piece so much is because it is basically a reverse palette. I use this for all the extra paint that I have on my brush when I don't instead of wiping it off on a towel, I try to wipe it off on here. And I think it's getting really interesting. All the oil painters today, seeing the creators at work. Yeah, thank you. And let's see. Here's two paintings I actually like. I did these live on YouTube. I really like these paintings. But, it's a very specific audience, and I like the way that these arms turned out. These paintings are very fun. But yeah, that's really all I can pull out right now because I have a lot of paintings that are drying in all sorts of like different layers and stuff, so it's not a good time to really like pull things out and show and swap. But my discard. Can I paint a dragon today? A dragon is not in the cards today. This is totally not a dragon day. And what we're gonna work with is, so I usually start this painting so layered, weeks to dry. Those thinner paintings probably started like you could touch it within like 3 or 4 days. I don't usually paint too thick, so my paintings you can pretty much touch them within a few days. I mean, obviously to fully dry, you need at least a week or two, as you're saying. But I think I'm comfortable laying other paintings on top of them within a couple days. So, Raymond, will I be live tomorrow? Yes, I will be live tomorrow. Here's a recent painting that I did on the live stream. So this is something a little different. This is my living room. We did this on the live stream like in the past week or two. But yeah, this was a fun piece. And now I have to find where I can put it because it's still not totally dry. But See, so one of my other paintings, I just tried to lay it on top and it's wet, so now all the paintings have come off on here. So on the ceiling to dry. That's actually a pretty good idea. Oh, you know what? I could just lay them at a different angle on this thing. Oh, there we go. That works. All right. Yes, I do sell my paintings. I'm actually in a show this Friday. If you're in Los Angeles, definitely come check it out. But yeah, I sell my paintings. I also sell them as prints. I do Redbubble for prints, which they should be in the description if you get on my Redbubble, or if or selling through Peggy if you want to purchase through Peggy. That's an option. But here we go. So bring on some yellow onto my canvas here. Let's put some yellow. And this is part of a painting that I'm putting onto a upcoming show as well in Los Angeles. So yeah, thanks a lot, Raymond. I'm glad you like them. You have good taste. And these pieces here, zone time, what's that? Let's see, so I got my blue, my red, my yellow, I got all the colors I need plus black. So let's just go ahead and start with our black here. Got this vision. So this doesn't sound crazy, but as I'm looking at this canvas, I start to see colors. Like I think it's obviously, you know, from the light, I start seeing things, and the way the light just is interacting, you know, I start to like just see stuff on here. And I don't see the whole picture that I'm going to paint, but, you know, I just take little bits and pieces of what my mind is like creating illusions for me, and I just start laying that down. So that's what we're going to start with, and going to start with black because it is a fun color to work with. Black is such a fun color to work with because if you use it the wrong way, and you know you're not prepared to deal with the challenges of working with black, you're simply, you know, it's gonna affect your painting a lot. But I use quite a lot of black, obviously, since this is abstract and not total realism. That actually makes sense. But for this specific piece, I feel like starting with black. I just see these lines coming across this painting in the color black, and that's how I want to start it out. I am imagining things. What am I painting? Hey, Torako, good morning. Where are you visiting from? So, okay, you can put on whatever, babe. Huh?
No, I'm just going to go in bed.
You going to bed?
No, I'm just going to go in the bedroom.
Oh, okay. So this is totally abstract. It's nothing like that I can really name or specify. This painting is a part of a series that I do where I just start painting, laying down. I let my eyes adjust to the light, and somehow I just start seeing stuff. Like illusions, mirages, like a crazy person. I just start to see stuff on the canvas, colors, shapes, and I just take little bits and pieces of those, and I just lay down the color how I see it, and then eventually, you know, I just build up, and then I come up with something. And again, it's not going to be anything specific that I can name, like a giant flower or a dragon or anything like that. It just is. It just is a thing. I'm experimenting with this painting style. this method of abstraction, where it's not so much about like having an idea. You know, that's my motif, you could say, is just this improvisational, open-ended motif. But I don't have a specific theme that I go for. It's just the motif is not having a theme to go for, but just allowing my eyes to illusory visions to manifest themselves, and then from there I just place colors, contours, shapes, colors, like whatever, you know, anything, nothing and everything. Totally abstract weirdness. Abstract weirdness. So you're from Europe. What part of Europe? Europe's a massive, massive continent. If you don't mind sharing. You don't have to. Privacy is important. I totally understand that. Just engaging in conversation here. By the way, this other element that I believe about these pieces is this idea that because I'm not painting specific, like, you know, with the end goal of this has to look like this or this has to look like this, I think these conversations where we chat, and sometimes, you know, I'll watch the TV while I'm doing this. These conversations help to influence what ends up popping onto the canvas. So that's something that's exciting to me. And we're going to go ahead. Let's lay down this yellow inside our black here. Just a nice thick layer of yellow. I'm just going to allow this color to spread outward. This is a huge, huge chunk of yellow. And I don't want the outside to interfere on the inside just yet. So I'm slowly allowing myself to spread it around. But eventually, we're going to let the black come into the painting. There we go.
Alexa, what time
Yeah,
is it?
black and orange. Yeah, great.
The time is
Great choice.
7:06 p.m.
So Tarako, obviously, how often do I paint? So it depends. I have like phases where I'll paint like, I don't know, like 10, 20 days in a row, and then I'll stop for a couple days, or one day, and then I'll do another 10, 20 days in a row, and I'll stop, and then I'll do another 10 or 20 days in a row. So it depends. You know, sometimes my moods change, right? Like a human being, my moods change. And here we go. We're gonna actually make this pop a little bit. So I like that. I like what we got right there. Just want to get the color off this brush, so we're just gonna make sure that we lay it all the way across. And that is the start of our piece. Let's keep on going, people. I think we're off to a good start. It's got some interesting shapes and designs on it. So we are off to a great start. Very exciting. All right. Color have depth, but depending on what surface it presents, it can be shiny, glossy, matte. I'm not sure of the context that you're sharing this. What makes you share? I mean, I thank you for sharing this info. Just not quite sure what the context is here. You take a nice big brush right here. Good old big brush. One thing about these brushes is I usually have to loosen them up. Oh, you're just sharing from a photography standpoint about color? That's cool. All right. Good to hear. All right, so we're going to go with our red here. Let's go ahead and bring down our red. What kind of stuff do you photograph? What's your subject matter of choice? Humans? Humans are always a good choice. And here we go. So where do we want to put this? Where am I seeing this color here? Nowadays, humans, nowadays more landscape, nature, street, the motion of the city. The motion of the city. I like those words because I love the innovation there. The idea that, photography captures motion and not just still images. Very artistically spoken. You must have been a very, very good art writer of your own work, art explainer. All right, well, when I see this, I think people are going to think, are those two people? And the answer is going to be no, they're not two people. Or the answer could be yes, they might be two people. Whatever you see is what you see. So let's grab a bunch of our white. I use lots and lots of white. It is my most highly used color. I'm constantly mixing. And you know what? I need to stop using like expensive whites. I need to just use mixing white. That actually exists. It's just a mixing white. Soft mixing white. Let's grab this. We're gonna grab some of our white here. And we're just gonna go right down the center here. Allow the paint to just spread itself across. And let's take this white . And there we go. So we're going to bring this down. What's up, Omizu? What's up, dude? How you doing? Omizu. Alright, we're going to go right here. Actually, we're going to use 2 palette knives for this one. So I don't want to be constantly like pulling it off and on. I want to be able to use 2 different palette knives for this. Still too much paint. So let's bring that down a little bit. We're gonna go bring this into the white here. Bring some of this blue. Just give it this. Let's grab some of this white here and bring it down. Boiling eggs. Nice. I had some eggs today. I had a lot of eggs today. And I boiled some eggs for tomorrow. Eggs are good. Eggs are really expensive now, but they're good. Nice choice of colors that balance well. The red, white, black, yellow. Yeah. Can you imagine the primary colors going so well together? So I think this is a like a rose. This is actually a color that came in a set, but it's quinacridone violet. So actually more of like a paler magenta or lighter magenta, a darker magenta. Quinacridone violet. I might add red later. I don't know. We'll see. That's definitely a possibility. There's always a possibility of adding red. And what I want to do right now is let's go ahead and pull in some more yellow. So we're going to grab this yellow here and let's go right into these areas that don't have any paint on them. Cool tone. Nice. So, Tarako, you got any specific series that you're working on, or why don't you share? By the way, my live stream is totally open to any plugging that anybody would like to do, as long as you're not trying to pitch me services to redo my logo or something like that. As long as you're not trying to do that, I don't mind. You talk about your artwork. You could, heck, if you had photos that you wanted to sell in here, you could try. I would not care. But yeah, you plug your channel. Someone told me that they were on a channel and on someone else's live stream, and the viewer got really upset, or the streamer got really upset when someone said that they were going to someone else's channel. And they listed the name of the channel. They got really upset because it was like, why would you name someone else's channel in my channel? I just thought that was kind of funny. All right, we're gonna leave this yellow here. Drop down this yellow. See how we can play with this. Play with this white here. Let's see. I'm gonna fold this in. Just allowing layers upon layers to build on top of each other and just create ultimate design. Bro, usually post on Instagram. When you have working with clients, you don't post their work for example portraits. You only use friends. What is HSL? High synchronicity lenses. I know synchronicity has nothing to do with probably photography words. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to do for the next couple of hours, is just building this up bit by bit, piece by piece. I got this blue here. Let's go ahead and make this into a green. So I'm going to grab this yellow here. We can actually mix it right on top of this palette knife because I'm not too worried about specific color. I don't mind if it gets mixed up a little bit. I'm mixing it right on my palette knife. Not usually recommended, but I'm getting like a nice luminous green. We're going to use this to lay down our next layer. Look at that. Very nice. Just got a nice little green here. Let's get some more of this green right now. I'm loving this green. Loving it, loving it. Never expected, always random. Yeah, this is pretty random. The trick of this is just to totally be like quite random. No random. I guess, you know, like I don't think humans can truly be random. This is definitely a level of intuition, I would call it. Let's call it intuition. I like the sound of that, right? Intuition painting, intuitive painting. How nice does that sound? Oh, look, it's splattered around there. So let's see. Let's bring in. I need a nice red. I need a nice red to work with. And here we go. Yeah, the tricks of the trade. Sure. I'm going to name each of these tricks. This trick is called the lay and spread. You lay it down and then you spread it. This trick right here is called the brush on brush. So you brush it and then you put a brush on top of it. I'm naming my own brushing techniques. And let's see, where do we go? All right. I think right now is a good time. Flip it early. So what I like to do with these new paintings that I'm working on right now, this series, is I like to flip them regularly so that I can constantly get like a new perspective on it as often as I can. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip it right now. Flip it right now. And bring this baby down so we can lock it. And before I forget, I should paint the sides. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. I should paint the sides. Oh, no, it's in the white. There we go. I'm just going to roll this paint off and on. Let's go ahead and paint the sides. Bring it down, bring it down. Honestly, I've been contemplating whether I should paint the sides or not. Or whether, you know, they should be a reflection of like what is actually on them in that specific area. I think for the super realism pieces, that makes sense. But for these more abstract pieces, I feel like I like to allow myself to have more of the freedom of just freewheeling these edges here. Let's go right here. Yo. So Taraka, you want to tell us do you want to share your Instagram and I'll pull it up and broadcast your Instagram to the world of this YouTube channel, which is a handful of people, of course. Whoever's in here right now. Yeah, if you want to. Again, privacy is important. I totally get it. If you want to keep your privacy, if you want to not be known here, that's cool too. You know, no pressure. No pressure. Totally cool. I like to share the work of random people that are here just to like help spread word, you know? It's great. All right, cool. So let me just paint this edge right now real quick, and we'll pull up your work, your stuff. I don't even think you could see back here. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Let's pull up some of the work of Vapel 007. Is that right? V Apple, or is it Vapple or Vapel? V Apple. All right. The Instagram of Ivan Ivanov. Bulgari Sophie. Bulgari Sophie Photograph. Ah. Bulgari Sophie Photograph. Okay, cool. So there we go. I don't know what Bulgari means, but Sophie, I guess that's your name or something. And here we go. We got, okay, cool. City lapses, as you were saying, capturing the motion of everything. There you go. That's a beautiful building right there, man. Look at that. Ooh. Got the woods, you got the nature and buildings. Look at that. Wow. Great high def. I guess you were saying luminosity. Cool. Mushroom. Look at these close-ups. That's great. That's like, that could totally be turned into like the beginnings of a little fantasy village type thing. What's that say? Prurogama Ye Movoz. I don't know. I guess that's Bulgarian. Is Cyrillic? Is this Cyrillic language? All right, very cool. Good old Bulgaria. Instrument, musicians. Yeah, I love the colorations of your photos. It's a very warm theme. Yeah, I could totally see this being on, like, you know, for sale on Adobe or something. Yeah, okay, cool. Translator says Bulgaria Sofia. Ah, Sofia. Okay, cool. All right, well, we will definitely follow Vapel 7007. Yeah, so Omizu here. Omizu, I'm gonna share your work. If you have any objections, speak now or forever be irritated with me. The raw unpainted canvas. Thanks. So this is Omizu. It's got some fun work there. Look at that. I like the this cat right here. It's like cubist, but it's like got this stenciled quality cubism, paper mache styled cubism type work. There we go. That's very raw, as you were saying, raw with a lot of canvas still showing. Well, that's me. That was me, but Omizu contributed a lot by joining in on a conversation while I was painting that, helping me pick colors for this. This is a collaboration, as I call it. And that's pretty cool. Good old frog, but... Oh, it's Picasso's cat. Okay. Well, there we go. Oh, the name of his Insta... Omizu, you could feel free to share it, or I can do it for you. Up to you. I don't, because I think you have two, so whichever one you feel the most comfortable using. All right, everybody's connecting, everybody's making friends. How exciting is that? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something similar in this section. Ooh, the blue is much juicier than the red. But instead of this like unusual square color, we're going to do two circles. This is a beautiful ultramarine blue, by the way. I love it. I love this shade of ultramarine blue. No, I see a face here. I see a face brewing. One day, probably not today, I want to do this while listening to music and see how the music transforms my painting. How you doing in there?
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, that's cool.
Think so?
Very space age.
Space age?
Yeah.
What makes you think of space age?
The shapes, you know, the lines shooting out from the circles.
Oh, okay.
It's cool. Carry on.
I have this problem. Mari, what's going on? How are you? Here, let's get a little group share going. Hey, Mari, can I pull up your Instagram? And I've been sharing everybody in here's work. Can I pull up your Instagram and share it, or you're not ready for a broadcast right now? Oh, there's nothing on there? Are you sure? I thought you started posting your work or your art pieces. But if you didn't, that's okay. No worries. Let me see how I can transform that top area. I really like this purple that's going on, but I feel like there could be more done here. What would be a good color to go? This is like a blue Oh, I love this because it's a blue that transforms into this like purple. I don't think I'd be able to repeat this type of thing, but I would like to try and see. How would I do that? I guess I would just reverse it. Somehow this blue transition into red. So whatever the bottom layer of color is probably the one that's going to somehow mix in. And I would like it to be reversed and go blue to yellow. That might be cool. Let's try that. Let's bring in this yellow here. Or I guess it would just make green. Blue and yellow make green. But we're going to do something. Do something. Okay, hey, no worries. No worries, Mari. Look forward to seeing seeing that. But cool. Yeah, kind of. It has this effect on it, and I really like this effect that we got going on. Doubling down on some of this color. You think it's that time? Think it's that time again, Omizu, to flip? The flip? Yeah, I think we've done quite a lot since flipping it the first time. So yeah, let's get a little further, and then we will do a nice flipperoo. Flip the drip. Flip and drip. Flip and drip. See some face, huh? Oh, this is Studio Ghibli. All right, let's flip it. Time to flip it. And I think right now is probably a good time to paint the bottom of these. Actually, did I already do that? No. I actually need to paint the top of this. Getting the bottom painted, so here we go. Yeah, Mizu, you think this is good? I don't know. I still feel like there's a lot of variety, but like I just love filling a whole canvas. There's just something so like, just so in your face about filling the entire canvas with paint. It's so exciting about that. But there's also something very beautiful about just leaving a painting where it's at and allowing it to just Oh, you're going for like Vasily Kandinsky. You know what, Omizu, I will do a series one day where I don't fully fill the space with paint. But I feel like this series I have to. I just feel obligated for some reason. Blue. We gotta mix a nice orange. I just feel obligated to do this thing here. I just feel obligated. There's an obligation. Obviously, it's all in my head, the obligation. Pookie! Go elsewhere, Pookie. Yeah, no, she's a great cat, except she's still a kitten. And this is oil paint, so I have to do my best to keep her away from some of this oil paint. Huh. Mizu, I feel torn. I feel torn between letting this be how it is. Like, I feel like if I was just gonna let it be as it is, that's how the whole series should be. Okay, go. But because I want like a cohesive series, I feel like obligated. Like I have to make this more. I feel like I must do more. Hey, Poke! Stop! Stop biting stuff. Stop! Hey! I feel a compulsion. I just feel a compulsion right now. Well, I'm gonna go with black. Oh shit! Excuse my language. Pookie, you can't be under my feet, girl. Can't be under my feet. You know what, Mark? Or Omizu, I don't know why I just called you Mark. I guess because Mark is usually here. But you have convinced me. I gotta lay down one more mark though. I gotta lay down one more mark somewhere. One more element of design. Just to give it a sense of pop. Where will this go? Where does it go? Here, somebody tell me when to stop. Anyone can tell me when to stop and I will lay this right here. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. That's it. So this is it. All right. Community made art. Yeah, no, I get it. But I am feeling this idea of letting it sit. Yeah, I think actually there's still so much paint, but you know what? We're gonna wipe it off. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:57 p.m.
It's still so early. Still so early, people. I've got so much time to paint. I feel like I can't. What to do? Intuition. What does my intuition say? Should I finish now and call this complete? Yes. All right, I think that's it for this piece. I think we're gonna leave this. We're gonna call this the intuitions because of everybody's intuition. This is called the intuitions. Yeah, I do like it where it's at. So cleaning off my stuff. And honestly, my throat's not feeling too good right now. It's kind of feeling like, kind of sore, like a sore throat. I don't know what it came from, but that's also part of what's making me think I should just wrap this up for the night. Cleaning off my brushes. We could call y'all my art advisors on this piece. Have some tea and relax. Do I have another canvas? I have a lot of other canvases, Omizu, but I'm not gonna do another one tonight. Actually, gotta. Actually, I call it a night. I need to drink some water. Drink some water, relax. You know what? Before I wrap this up, I gotta put my own signature. But you know what? I'm gonna write my signature and then give each of these initials. So it's gonna be T-O-M. E.Ferg plus T-O-M. So for that's gonna be Tarako Omizu Mari. For those of you being here, I'm gonna put my signature down here. And let's do it in this red. I'm gonna do it on the bottom left here. Right here is good. Never really been gotten good at doing my signature. S-O-N plus T dot O dot M. E. Ferguson plus T-O-M. Team Art. So Torako Mizu Mari. Nice little thankful collaborative effort. Give it all a little initial there. All right, well, hey, thanks y'all. Thanks to all of you for collaborating, for being here. And let's wrap this up, everybody. Okay, I am ready to actually lay down. These kittens make it really difficult to open my doors. Let air out. They also make it difficult to paint without them trying to pop up and get all up in it. But they are amazing. So with that, hey everybody, thanks for being here and have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. See ya.